What's up, guys? I'm checking out more Blackalicious, and this one is titled Cliffhanger, requested by GD3. Big shout out to you. Haven't heard this one before, and we've only heard one song from Blackalicious. I don't know if I did research, but I think we definitely have to, because isn't like Blackalicious also the name of a character from Boondocks or something? I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes of that show, by the way, and I just stopped watching it. I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. But let me see. Blackalicious. Yeah, we've heard Alphabet Aerobics like a few years back, and that was it. Hip hop duo from Sacramento. Okay. Gift of gab lyricism, alternative hip hop, West Coast indie hip hop, and they're still they were going up until 2021 too, so that's pretty cool. I know y'all can't see. Hold on, there you go. Yeah, doesn't seem like there's a whole lot to take in, but it seems like they are like they have a very big emphasis on lyricism, is what I'm gathering. But yeah, I think that being said, we go ahead and check this one out. Cliffhanger. I'm wondering. Should probably pull up lyrics. I'm gonna pull up lyrics too, because why not? Cliffhanger. There we go. And play.
Whole house free!
Hip-hop? That's probably just like 80s inspired 90s hip-hop.
It was a Thursday, I stepped in the club, there she was, draped in a burgundy. Her silhouette superbly curved indeed. She started staring in my direction.
Okay. I was not expecting that delivery. It was just so nonchalant. It was a Thursday, stepped in the club. Like this doesn't even sound like rap.
It was a Thursday, I stepped in the club, there she was, draped in a burgundy. Dress silhouette superbly curved indeed. She started staring in my direction, luring and urgent seductively. Body language instructed me. I offered her a drink, instead she took a cup of tea. And then I lied about my luxury lifestyle. Then I said, so who you be? You looking kinda tight, gal. I would love to see you in a nightgown. She said, they call me the Dragon Queen and I come from Tibet. I'm calm in the face of pressure and you'll never see me sweat. I've come to your country in search of a lost scroll that contains directions to a hidden village comprised of gold. I looked at her confused and said, but why have you told me this? She said the description that I fit was that of the chosen one, who would go beyond and slip a concoction in my drink that immediately sent my consciousness adrift.
Hey, but I do love some good storytelling in a hip-hop song. You don't see that a whole lot.
I'm in that zone dwelling. I woke in a warehouse tied to a chair with an abundance of flair surrounding me in a circular angle. Glared up at the Dragon Queen's lair and wasn't imagining a thing. Her steps on the stairs and a magic gleam glowed brightly to prepare me for my journey. A sword was hovering towards me, plus garlic for the keepers at the gate who guard all of its secrets and take care of trespassers. But alas, it's prophesied I would gain access to a cultural dynasty buried in season. Capture this scroll. Massive helicopters patrolled the rooftop. Strapped in, began traveling into the darkness. Knew not of what awaited. I thought of a way to get out of it. Just then the bottom gave way. I began falling, gave it 10 seconds. Pulled the cord on my parachute. Landed surrounded by a herd of wild barracudas. Lions, the sound of the wild kingdom piercing like a siren. Was I entering near the mortal lifespan's end? Defiantly I stood boldly as it began closing, and time seemed to be moving rapidly just then.
I was about to say, no way this turns. Yeah, I was like, no way this turns into a drum and bass song.
Sword, and somehow it affected all the creatures as they stepped back and bowed. And the same glow that I seen in the sword, I seen in the eyes of the lion who began leading me in a specific direction, as if trying to tell me something. Just over the horizon, the same creatures who had been described appeared in statue form, but their eyes scoped. And as I approached the gate, they began to break open and cried. After years, we had finally been awakened. The assault was on. I got knocked to the ground by one, shocked in an unorthodox form. Boxing, throwing an abnormal proportion of body blows, karate chops and drop kicks, plunged, struggling deep within the swamp. Then I grabbed my sword. The garlic put it around my neck, saw that it was draining all of their energy, and then with a swing off with their heads. The gate slowly and mysteriously opened. Curiously, I moseyed in with intensity, focusing on my objective. Spider webs the size of king-size beds fell in a secret passage, not knowing to where it led. Just then the same light beamed brightly, and in the distance at that instant, lo and behold, the hidden scroll. And just as I thought my mission was over, I could feel the Dragon Queen breathing heavily over my shoulder.
Yo, this is dope.
She began to transform and metamorphosize. She took on an assortment of legs, arms, heads, and eyes, and sprouted two horns, and then began to breathe fire. So once again I grabbed my trusty sword, but to my astonishment, she burned it to a crisp, turned to grasp the scroll, and as much faster than she could gasp it, clash a flash full of flames cast into my direction. I saw my whole life flashing, the possibility of death in a casket, fastened to the ground, pound for pound, astounded. Now how could I survive and last another round in this madness? Inside this madness.
This whole story was just like that felt like a fever dream. Like, what was that? Also, yeah, it did end on a cliffhanger too. The fireball coming towards him. Did he die? Did he live? Is that it? This is a preview into the next song.
We must understand that for black people, the question of community is not a question of geography, it is a question of color. It is a question of color. If you live in Watts, if you live in Harlem, Southside Chicago, Detroit, West Philadelphia, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama. Wherever you go, the first place you go is to your people. That is to say that we break down the concept that black people living inside the United States are black Americans. That's nonsense. We got brothers in Africa, we got brothers in Cuba, we got brothers in Brazil, we got brothers in Latin America, we got brothers all over the world, all over the world, all over the world.
It's an actual speech too. Like usually, I feel like for some of these albums, people tend to like kind of make their own ones with you know on the spot sort of thing. But that felt like an actual speech. I wonder who that was by. But yeah, the song, absolutely love the song. Like I said, I really respect storytelling in hip hop because it's not something that you really see too much nowadays. And I feel like in general, I haven't heard a good storytelling hip hop song in a hot minute. And yeah, that was definitely a storytelling hip hop song. Like that was one of the most just fever dream, like bizarre storytelling songs in a hip hop I've probably ever heard. Like there was just like it didn't feel like reality. And I think that was the point, to try and exaggerate it and make it seem as crazy as possible. You know what I mean? Because if it were based on like reality or something like that, then a fire breathing woman who turns into like a dragon or something like that, yeah, that just wouldn't be in there, and like 90% of the song wouldn't exist. But Yeah, that was really good. I definitely enjoyed it. I'm curious, is there like a part two to this, or is it like actually just like one and done cliffhanger? Um, but yeah, I enjoyed that one from Blackalicious. And if you guys enjoyed it as well, make sure you smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. That being said, much love, stay safe, and peace out.